So we just got the next chapter in the book of Ryan Garcia. He makes the announcement on Instagram. He's now going to be trained by Derrick James. Man, I got nothing but good things to say about Derrick James, right? You look at the guys that he's working with over there. Frank Martin, Errol Spence, Charlo, Anthony Joshua. Highly talented, very well-trained people coming out of it. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that if Ryan Garcia allows himself to be taught, that there's a tremendous amount that he can learn there and he will grow by leaps and bounds as a fighter. But I would have said the same thing when he was working with Eddie Reynoso, and I would have said the same thing when he was working with Joe Goosen. The problem hasn't been either of these trainers. The problem has been Ryan Garcia up until this point, right? That's everybody saying the same thing. Everybody's saying that this man needs to be more dedicated. He needs to be more disciplined. He needs to show up on time and he needs to put in the work. If he does that with Derrick James, we're going to come out. He's going to come out here, man, and he's going to look phenomenal. Maybe this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Nobody doubts the amount of physical talent that he has. Nobody doubts the performances that he's put on the pass. Nobody doubts just the potential that he has and how when everything is clicking, it's awesome what we see, right? The speed and the power, the combinations, the hand speed, just the size that he has for the division. All of those things. Man, if he can just put it together with some good fight IQ, with some defensive responsibility, because we know the guys that Derrick James trains do tend to keep their hands up. They do tend to keep their chin down. That's something that Ryan Garcia could benefit from. So I'm excited to see what happens, right? Like, call me naively optimistic, okay? There's a lot of people out there who are now looking at Ryan Garcia and saying, I'll believe it when I see it. And I totally get where they're coming from. But I want to believe. Right? So maybe that's why I'm saying call me naively optimistic. I want to believe because he looks so good all the time and he's as far as potential is concerned, and he's still young. So I want to believe that all of a sudden something's going to click, whether it's something that happens in his life, whether it's the way Derrick James is able to relate to him, whether it's these dudes that he's going to be around in camp that he finds some way to draw inspiration or motivation from, right? Maybe in a way that he couldn't with Canelo, or maybe in a way that he couldn't with somebody who was in Joe Goosen's camp, right? Maybe he's just going to, for some reason, I don't know, have some connection with Errol Spence and it motivates him to new heights. I have no idea. And maybe none of that happens. But man, I hope it does. Because if it does, we're going to be able to see some great stuff. If not, before too long, I imagine we'll be moving on to the next chapter of Ryan Garcia. Either way, fascinated to see what it brings. Let me know what you guys think. Is he going to be able to do any? Is he going to be able to grow? Is he going to be able to learn? Are we going to see any new wrinkles from his game? Or is this going to be the same old Ryan Garcia? Let me know what you guys think.